this man has a toothache. He's got a toothache in his mouth, and that's why he's holding the side of his face. He's got his hand against his cheek here, right against his cheek. And that's because he's got a toothache inside his mouth. He's in pain. He's in a lot of pain because of his toothache. So, of course, he calls the dentist. So he calls up the dentist and he explains that he has a toothache in his mouth. He's in pain and he's kind of in agony, to be honest, right? Sometimes when you have a toothache, it hurts a lot. And so he's basically in agony right now. There's so much pain that he's in agony because of this. So he explains and he books an appointment. He books the appointment for 2:30 or 2:30. So the appointment is made for 2:30 in the afternoon. He arrives at the dentist's office, and actually he has arrived. We can see here he has arrived 10 minutes early because it is 2:20 in the afternoon. So he's there 10 minutes before his appointment. So he's still kind of, even though he's at the dentist, he's still in a bit of agony, you know. He's still kind of in agony right now with his toothache. So he goes in, he sits into the waiting room. He goes to the waiting room with 2 other people here waiting. Still in agony because of his toothache. But eventually, the receptionist shows him in. She shows him into the dentist's office. And now he needs to lie back onto the dentist's chair. On the dentist's chair, we have a headrest right here. So this headrest here, the man needs to lean his head back against the headrest. That's what he needs to do. Just lean back. He just needs to lean his head back against the headrest to try and get comfortable in the dentist's chair. And so it is time. It's time for the dentist to start to take a look inside the man's mouth and find out what the problem is. So the man needs to open his mouth wide like that so that the dentist can use his tools to look inside the mouth and find out what's going on. You know, find out what's going on, what's the problem. The dentist is wearing a face mask here. There's a white face mask over his mouth as well. So the dentist, he goes in and he spots the problem when he's in there. Yeah, he spots it. So he spots one of his teeth. So this tooth right here has a hole in it. So the dentist spots the hole in this tooth here. So the first thing that the dentist needs to do is he needs to numb the area. He needs to numb it. When he numbs the area where the tooth is, the man will not feel pain in this area because it will be numb in the area. So he takes this syringe here, and there is some yellow liquid inside the syringe, and the dentist injects the yellow liquid. He injects it with the syringe into here. He injects it into the man's gum. So this pink area here, this is the gum, okay? Everybody, it's the gum is just next to the teeth. Just below the teeth here is the gum. So the dentist is going to inject this liquid into the gum next to the tooth, which has a hole in. You know, there are many other teeth in his mouth. There's lots of teeth, but the other teeth are healthy. So all of these teeth are healthy. It's just this one tooth which has a problem. Next, he needs to use this tool to drill down into the tooth. He needs to drill like this. So he's going to drill into the tooth, into the hole in the tooth. So he drills down there Next, he needs to fill in the hole. So he gets some kind of liquid, I don't know what it is, but he fills in the hole with something else. And there we go. Now the hole in the tooth is filled. The hole in the tooth is filled now. Finally, the operation has finished now. So the problem is fixed. And so the man here, he spits out some water. He spits it into the sink here. There's a little sink for him to spit the water out into. And this cleans his mouth. You know, it is to clean his mouth. Next, the dentist shows the patient, he demonstrates the correct way to brush your teeth. So the dentist is demonstrating here the correct technique to brush your teeth. This will help prevent problems in the future, right? So the dentist here is demonstrating proper technique for brushing your teeth. The dentist also shows him some floss, okay? So he's holding some floss here, and he's explaining that it is important to floss your teeth, not only brush your teeth, but also to floss them as well. Finally, the man pays his bill for the dentist's operation. Looks like the whole thing, the operation, only took 1 hour. So it just took 1 hour. See, now it's 3:30 in the afternoon. And when he arrived at the dentist's office, it was 2:20. So the whole thing took about an hour. So not bad, did not take too long. So he hands over the money to the receptionist to pay for his operation. That's the end of the video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.